Hey Dave,
Hey, aloha cat. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great to see your face.
Nice man, good to see you too, bro. All right, cool. That's the way I want to do this thing with you because right now we're in the middle of doing some rehearsals.
It's perfect. It looks great. Look at you. It's kind of like a surprise having you sitting there with that thing. I love it. You
Yeah,
the great Stephen Cat Coore
yeah,
from
that's the
Third
word.
World.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
I appreciate it. And sitting there in the
Yeah,
studio, I got to paint a picture because it's radio, so they can't see it. So it's like our bud who's been here in our studio playing his cello, and now he's in a studio. I'm assuming you're in Florida. Is that where you're at right now?
yeah, I'm in Florida.
And you are getting ready. You're rehearsing for what? More shows that you got coming up?
No man, we're rehearsing. Myself and Norris doing we're doing a private jazz show down in Anguilla
Wow.
for the tourist board, and we're rehearsing.
Okay. And you're working on it now. I love it.
Okay, cool. All right, great. Yeah.
You look great, brother.
Oh,
So good to see your face, man.
all right, my bro. All right, cool.
Well, thank you. Welcome back. I appreciate you doing this, Cat. It means a whole lot that you be taking time for us again a year after being on Off the Road last time. It means a lot, my brother, to catch up, hear what you've been up to.
Well, not a whole heap, really. I have had some gigs. I went Red Rocks was really cool. Um, you know, well, haven't really been Cali side or your side, but we've been doing some stuff. Minnesota was really great too.
I was looking.
Um,
I saw pictures.
yeah,
Looked like a recent photo of you with the famous brothers from Inner Circle, Ian and Roger Lewis. Where was that taken? Was that recent too?
yeah. I think that's just day before yesterday. That's the Friday. That was Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, they had some inner circle. They were celebrating something. Let me took some pictures.
You looked happy. You had a big smile on your face.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We were very happy that day. A little too happy, but it's all right.
And those are guys, you go back so long with those cats, yeah?
Really, really long, man. Really, really long.
Like, how old were you when you first met those two dudes?
I was 13.
And there you are, hanging out, and they're in Florida too, yeah?
They're in Florida too. Yeah, they're right. They're beautiful, beautiful place, man. Circle House.
Yeah, that's what it said, Circle House Studios. And I should tell you, not long ago, we had a cat on the show who was on the Off the Road series with us, and he spoke very, very highly of you. And he joined us from St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, and that was Ducky Simpson from Black Uhuru, and he was giving you lots of praise.
Oh, man, I love him, man. What a boy, man. A great boy.
How long have you
Great boy.
how long have you known Ducky? Give us a Ducky story that takes you back.
No, man, I know Ducky from when they first came out. We were playing at Ronnie Williams Center, and they were like the new kids on the block kind of thing. And they came, and they were just fantastic, man. I mean, they really, really were. I mean, they were just absolutely fabulous group. I mean, I'm so sorry that Michael left and all that stuff, because they had at least another 10 years of just, being together before, Michael is a great solo artist. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I just believe that the whole Black Over experience was just something special, and Sly and Robbie, oh my God, what can I say about them?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was sound really. Michael Rose and Sly and Robbie, I think, basically was the sound. But the thing is that Ducky and Puma had this incredible harmony sound. It was totally different to regular. You see, I grew up on the Delphonics and Shy Lights, and that's how I learned harmony, was through R&B groups like that. So when they came with this very different kind of harmony, because they sang in different intervals that worked for them, but I'm not sure it would have worked for every other group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it was specific.
The Black World sound was special. It was a special song.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. He was giving you high praise, and I was looking at what you've been up to, and on a related note, and it looks like when you're back at doing some of these live shows that you've been doing, you've actually been on the bill with some other major bands and stuff. Kind of since we last talked to you, if you can, Kat, walk us back to when you first started resuming live shows. Any exciting ones or any specific memories of like how it was like starting to play again during the pandemic?
Well, that's what I started when I said to you that Red Rocks was really great. Because Red Rocks was the real kickoff, you know. I mean, Red Rocks was the kickoff for me personally, and you know, we had this great show, this grass festival out in Minneapolis, and lots of great bands played on that one, but the one that I got the most tickled over and really enjoyed was the one with Morris Day at the time.
Right.
That was my highlight, to see him and to meet him and stuff. Because what a dude, man! What a dude! And he looked just the same like in the Prince movie and stuff. When he came on, he had the suit, he had everything, the tie. He looked very, very, very good for somebody his age. Because I know he's up there. You know, he's not up to me, but he's up there. He's up there. Yeah, he looked really great.
That's cool. Yeah, you have a great picture. If people go to the Third World Facebook page, they can actually see a photo of you and him together. And another recent one, you with Banky Banks. Now, when I used to live in Boston, I guess he was based somehow in the Northeast because I'd see him a lot in like Boston and New Hampshire. But there you guys were smiling, having a good time. Where was that at?
With Banky, that was probably at home in Anguilla, at his home.
Recently?
Yeah, and that's Moon Splash. He took us down to Moon Splash for right in the middle of the whole, you know, shebang. And I had to quarantine for 10 days in a beautiful hotel. I mean, you know, if I'm going to go to prison, that's where I want to go. It was absolutely fantastic. And we played, you know, myself, Norris, Paul Castick, and Mikey Fletcher from Shaggy and Massive Priest. Four of us put a little thing together to go down there to help him out. And he had a good show. You know, they had no COVID there at the time.
Wow.
So everybody had to be tested. Everybody had to be there. No vaccinations had started yet, but everybody had to be tested and so on, because they had virtually none. They had one tourist that came in with it.
What kind of vaccination do they have down there?
All of them.
All of them, the major ones. What did you get? Which
Johnson & Johnson.
That's what you got. Okay. And you're
all vaccines I have done, they have been one shot. So I just figured I'd go for the one shot one.
There you go. Well, there was one gig that you did, which I was thinking looked quite, or rather sounded quite tasty. The Florida Jerk Festival. It reminded me of the time I was in Jamaica in the grill, actually eating jerk on the beach there. And that looks like a fun one. Is that like a favorite for you to get to play at something like that?
It wasn't a fun one this year, bro, because I don't think that I'm not sure about what the restrictions were on the park, but I don't think that the promoters were given a chance to do certain things. And therefore it appeared to the artists like they cut corners. And, yeah, and not only that, but it rained till it could not rain anymore. My God, I've never seen rain like that. I've never seen rain like that. And that's why we were taking some time to link you up, because we were trying to work with our mixer, which got absolutely soaked, and we haven't worked with it since that time. So I'm not sure it might need to be sprayed out and cleaned or something, you know?
Oh my!
It's not happening. Everything got totally soaked. I mean, you would not believe how hard the rain fell. Baby Shab was on the show with us too. It was good. It was really good. I mean, I really respected the promoters, but I just feel that maybe the situation with the park, I think probably may have caused something. But I'm speculating here. I don't know.
Okay. No, I get you. And now when you post tour announcements online, Cat, you make these video announcements and they're always in this lush, sunny backyard, all these tropical plants. Where is that? I'm always curious when I see that on your Facebook page.
That's your friend Heather's house.
That's Heather's house? Oh my God. In Florida then. That's where you're doing all those announcements.
Exactly. Yeah.
My buddy Heather. Heather, I'm coming. I like it. It's a nice backyard.
Yeah, if you see it and it's not there, we're somewhere and we pick something that's nice and green and pretty, or by the seaside or something. You know, we like to have something that looks really cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Outdoors, the grill, something that has a real look.
Yeah, when drummer Tony Ruption posts videos about shows, he's on some balcony like you were just an epic green field, palm trees behind him.
Yeah, that's his house.
Oh, wow.
That's his house in Montego Bay.
Okay, that's Montego Bay. Wow, that's gorgeous. Then there's this other one I was looking at. It's called the Ridge to Reef Restaurant. So again, when they post things on the Third World Facebook page, they always take the time to have this nice backdrop. And so where is that Ridge to Reef Restaurant? You did this stunning cello piece for the Jamaican athletes at the Tokyo Olympics.
Oh, well, you know what?
You remember that?
Damn. I'm trying to remember where that Ridge to Reef place is, but I do remember that piece for the Jamaican athletes. Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah, it's on the Facebook, cool. And people can watch Cat. Now, that's probably you are the only reggae cat, no pun intended, who plays the cello, right? Is there another one that I don't know about who's out there? Or are you the only one?
The reggae cellists, but I do know people who are rock cellists and who are, yeah, man, and those guys are really good. I mean, really, really, really good. But I don't know anybody else who's playing like Sata Masagana or, you know?
Now, you happen to have, he's joining us from the studio, and now you guys are set up there. You actually have a cello nearby. What's something that you would like to play for your Hawaii fans who are probably missing you and appreciate getting to hear from you, hoping they got their fingers crossed that eventually they'll get a chance to have you back in the neighborhood?
Well, I mean, I was actually just working on something here with Norris, and
you and Norris are working together there.
Yeah, I mean, I play a little bit, but you know, to be honest with you, if I make some mistakes, you guys have to forgive me because it's just something that we're working on.
No, it's spontaneous.
It's kind of interesting. So Norris, don't come.
So this is Norris and Cat from Third World giving us a little exclusive musical performance because they're so kind in the studio there.
Yeah, just give us some song. I will just tell a little bit of what we're working on because it's really cool. I told him it's a work in progress, so I hope the fans will excuse them, but it's something really special.
Well, we love that. A special work in progress advanced feature. What new? This is the thing that you're going to play at the jazz show, huh?
Yeah, this is one of the things we're going to do at Jazz Show, for sure. But it's not something that we have done regularly. You know, it's not like Redemption Song or...
I get you.
You know, or The Mission or, you know, Jamaica Love and stuff. It's something that we're trying here.
It's more of an experiment.
Yeah.
And, of course, Cat played his cello for us at the Atherton studio before, famously, which was very, very nice.
I think what I played for the athletes was... I spread myself. Is that what it was?
I think so.
Jamaican national song.
Right.
That's a national song, my friend.
Is that the national anthem of Jamaica, basically?
No, it's an anthem, but it's something. It's a pledge.
Oh, there we go. How many cellos do you have?
I have 2 in the room here now.
And in general, you have more elsewhere?
No, I don't have any more elsewhere. These are the 2 that I have right now. But I got this one from Ennis Designs, and I really love it. And I have a good relationship with them. So if anything happens,
you can get a new one.
I can be rest assured that
So Heather has a whole little rehearsal space there, huh?
Yeah, well, we took over her room.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, we created a rehearsal space.
Okay, I was gonna say she's got quite a spread. That backyard is incredible, though, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, I consider it our front yard because the front of our house is really that way.
Okay.
But for me, this is where the garden and everything is, you know? And there's another entrance this way too. So it's kind of like a duplex.
Okay. Ooh.
Are you hearing that?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Okay, cool. Down, down. So you see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. it's very experimental stuff, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's such a Masagana, so why?
Yeah, that's what it is, right? That famous riff, and then you're kind of interpreting it in like a jazzy kind of way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But, you know, as I say, it's a work in progress, so we didn't want to, you know, embarrass ourselves too much.
Right.
But we wanted to give you the scoop on it, because you're the first person that we're playing that for.
No, I appreciate it.
We've never done that before, my friend. Never done that before.
That was the very first time?
Never done it before.
Okay.
If you don't even do it yet, we haven't even done it yet.
What did he say?
Larry said we haven't even done it yet.
Oh, you know, right. No, it's nice, man. And it's good to hear you guys. Do you want to play anything else that you have done more or
Well, I mean, we're kind of in the middle of rehearsing, you know, but I don't know, we can play a little bit of this for you too.
That's awesome, dude. That's such a great little. Well, it just gives you chills when you hear that, man. Huh? It just takes you to another entire place, my brother. And you know what was I was thinking about when Ducky was on, and he and I were laughing that you'd probably have some really cool stories on. Again, when Ducky Simpson was on, we're talking to Stephen Cat Coore from Third World. We had Ducky Simpson from Black Uhuru on. He joined us from St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Now, he was offering, we had not had him on yet during the whole series. Now, you were with us last fall, so you had honored Toots last year, but we hadn't had him on. So he was talking about both Toots and Bunny. But then since then, it's both Bunny Wailer and Lee Scratch Perry from your community of legendary figures that we've lost. And considering you covered Dreamland by Bunny Wailer back in 1977 on your second album, can you talk sort of first, I guess, about him and his place in reggae in your life, and any personal stories that are fun or that you like to remember as a great way to pay tribute to him, much the way that you paid tribute to Toots last year?
Yeah, Bunny Wailer, was a very special person in terms of like his persona, and a very, very talented writer, brilliant singer and writer and orator. And Bunny Wailer actually, in my opinion, should be awarded like Doctor of Letters. I would be extremely happy to see the Jamaican government give him that sort of award, because his pronouncements and his words are of value, and it's one of these things that sometimes we wait very long to give people the awards that they should get while they're alive. We wait until they pass and then we give them the awards. But I think that in the case of Bunny Wailer, I was happy to be there with him when he got his Order of Jamaica. I was there. But since then, he's got Order of Merit, which is absolutely great. But, all three Wailers are very special people to every one of us in music in Jamaica. All three Wailers are very, very, very special to us. And you mentioned Roger and Ian early on.
Right, Inner Circle from the Lewis Brothers, yeah. Yeah,
and it would have been while I was with Inner Circle that I would have been able to meet the Wailers and to meet Alton Ellis and to meet Chance Eccles and Ken Booth and all those people. I mean, just being in Inner Circle at the time was the perfect place for my plant to grow, as it were.
Right.
And I have to give thanks for it. I have to give thanks for it still, you know what I mean? But still at time for all, Dave.
Do you have any Lee Scratch Perry memories that are important?
Very important. I'm playing on stage in Italy and the man walks out with a tray of cheese and crackers and starts serving the band.
When was this?
The last time we saw him, actually. It was in Europe.
So you're on stage in Italy, last time you see him, and suddenly in the middle of one of your tunes.
Yes. He came on with a tray of cheese and crackers. From the backstage, here, serving the band.
I love it. I love it. That's a great memory of a very...
That's a great one for me, I can tell you. That's a very great one for me. You gotta top that.
Right? You just start laughing at something like that. And I
was freaked out. I was totally freaked out because I know his mental state, and I was freaked out. Other people were laughing like hell. I mean, I think AJ even took a cracker. Boy, let me tell you, what a trip that was.
So you didn't eat any of the cheese or crackers?
No, man, I had my hand on my guitar,
right.
Dave. I get you. I couldn't pick my cheese and cracker right here.
I get you. And looking forward, as we go to let you go and wrap it up with you, next year you're doing a cruise with Kool and the Gang and the Jacksons, among many others, something I saw online. And I know a little bit about your cool experiences with the Jacksons since you guys opened for them in Jamaica, right? Do you have any special, when you think of the name the Jacksons, any cool memories or a story interacting with Michael back then, or just anything that makes you laugh?
Well, not much. I didn't get a chance. When Michael came to Jamaica, we did open for them, but we opened. Bob Marley was supposed to come next, and then the Jacksons.
Huh.
But the Jacksons, they had restrictions where they couldn't be out late at night. So, and the show started late. So it was Third World, then the Jacksons came, and then Bob Marley closed. So
Wow.
this was kind of like, it put a, I don't know, for some reason, because they had to be rushed back to the hotel because they had time restrictions, I never got a chance to interact really with Michael, you know.
Okay.
But I did get a chance to meet him at the Black Heritage Music Festival in Pasadena at the Rose Bowl. I met him and Quincy Jones.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was really cool to meet them and stuff. And I met Quincy again at famous festival in Switzerland, Jazz Festival.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quincy, yeah, we met Quincy there again and stuff. And I think they were one of the greatest influences of pop music probably ever. I mean, there's no question Michael Jackson is one of the greatest influence of pop music ever. So based on that, I think the Jacksons would have to rank right up there with the Beatles, right up there with Prince.
Are you looking forward to doing that cruise? It's you, it's them, it's Kool and the Gang. Looks like a whole bunch of great bands on that bill.
Yes, are you kidding me or what? We're looking forward to doing that. We're looking forward to doing that big time. And we love cruising, Dave. We love it.
Right, you got to be safe now. Hopefully, we'll be safe, and fingers crossed it stays okay. Because the cruises, as you know, were crazy in the beginning of this mess, but hopefully now it'll be good.
I know the cruise is one of the cruise just was like a sailing bunch of COVID just coming right into a port near you. That's how the cruise was. But I think they got the thing together now.
Well,
and it's just gonna be the same thing. You have to test. You have to have a negative, and you have to have a vaccination card, and then you can do your thing, you know. But I don't know. The world has gone through something really heavy over the past 2 years, you know.
Oh my gosh, my brother, you said it, very heavy. And well, it's a thrill to have had you on. The great Stephen Cat Coore from Third World, and Norris also from the band, helping out, joining in, playing a little music for us today, spreading the good energy, the positive kindness and stuff, and the aloha. Giving you a whole big hug, a high five. I hope you had a lot of fun. It was great having you back on the show.
Yeah, it's great to be back on the show, Dave. And just as I told you, our equipment got soaked. And I don't think we realized that maybe some of them have a little damage and need to be cleaned out and sprayed and stuff.
I'm grateful for your time, and I hope you had a lot of fun. It was great to see you again, my brother.
Okay, thanks a lot, D. Aloha, my brothers and sisters in Hawaii. It's Stephen Cat Coore from the one and only Third World. What a joy to be supporting HPR and to be back. I've got strong connections to Hawaii. I had a blast reconnecting with Dave, my brethren, Dave Lawrence. Family, we have bills, and you know bills are linear. So please help us out. Take responsibility for your listening, and mahalo to you. Blessed love.
God bless you, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being so patient. Great talking to you. Great seeing the smile, man. I miss you.
Nice, man. Good to see you too, bro.
All right. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you in Hawaii sometime next year, yeah?
All right, kid. That's a love.
See you, Norris.
Yeah, man. Bless.